Hello everybody, welcome to Just Upright. My name is Doc Jane Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and your foreign educated physical therapist guide to United States application. I hope you guys are doing great. So I have been receiving questions about TOEFL and NPTE. Many are asking, can I take the NPTE without TOEFL? I actually have a video about this. But I want to make a video again just to make it more clear to foreign educated physical therapists, okay? So if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It's very important so that we can reach more foreign educated physical therapists around the world trying to find their way on how it is to apply here to the US as a physical therapist. Make it more easier for them, because the process is very overwhelming. It's a daunting task, you know, it's a hard thing to do. So if you need help with that, I have courses online. The links are down below. I have the step-by-step process to US application. I also have master classes that will help you with your documentation, because the US style of documenting is very different compared to how you were trained in your own country, okay? So I had the physical therapy application, physical therapy evaluation, documentation masterclass, the USPT dynamic documentation, and also the daily notes, the progress notes, discharge, and updated plan of care documentation. And also, if you want to be best with your clinical approach with your patients, specifically in home health, skilled nursing facility, hospital, okay, the masterclass that I have is the perfect one for you. It's called the USPT Golden Approach and Strategies. Okay, all the links down below, and also I have books, you know, the ebooks, the step-by-step process, practical tips before you come here, the fall prevention book, Just Upright, fall prevention book, and the Burden Blessings and Beyond, the inspirational book. All the links down below. Okay, so we're going to discuss whether you need a TOEFL test of English as a foreign language, TOEFL, okay, before NPTE. What states need TOEFL before NPTE? And is TOEFL really a necessary thing before you can take the NPTE, or is it a requirement for something else as well? So we're going to answer all these questions coming right up. Okay, guys, so if you have watched my videos before, I always talk about that you have to go straight to the website of the specific state where you want to apply, okay, in order for you to know exactly their requirements. So in general, okay, except for a few states, you do not need TOEFL before you can take NPTE. That is true for New York, okay? So if you try to Google it out, you will see that like California and Virginia requires you to take TOEFL before the NPTE. But also Texas requires you to take the TOEFL, okay, as a requirement if you're a foreign educated physical therapist. Let's look at that on their website. Okay, so like here, this is just for example, does Texas require TOEFL for foreign educated physical therapists? It says here, yes, the Texas Board of Physical Therapy Examiner requires foreign trained physical therapists to demonstrate English proficiency by passing tests of English as a foreign language. However, there are some exceptions to this requirement. So the exceptions, if you're entry level, meaning your Bachelor of Science in Physical Therapy, you got it from Australia, Canada, except Quebec, Ireland, New Zealand, and United Kingdom, or the US itself, you are exempted from TOEFL, okay? You have to remember that your bachelor degree was earned from those countries. It will not work, for example, you're Filipino or you're Indian, you earn your bachelor degree, later on you became a citizen in Canada, you cannot use that argument that you are exempted because you did not earn your bachelor degree in Canada. You earned your bachelor degree from the Philippines or India, okay? So the other exception, if you have a current physical therapist license in one countries listed above and has practiced there for at least 5 years, so the countries listed there. If you are a U.S. citizen when you're applying in Texas, lawful permanent resident or current U.S. H-1B holder who has attended at least 4 years of secondary or post-secondary education in the U.S., okay? Endorsement, so meaning you already have license from another state. Foreign trained applicants by endorsement are not required to take the TOEFL, okay? So for example, you earned your license from New York, you are applying to Texas, so that is by endorsement. They don't require you to take TOEFL. Score reporting, the board will accept multiple score reports and will consider applicants my best score if they took the TOEFL more than once. That's a good news, okay? Other proficiency tests, the board does not accept visa, screen certificate, or other proficiency tests. So they only accept TOEFL, okay? So that is a very important thing. Now, this is from Texas, okay? So this is a different minimum acceptable TOEFL score, okay? You can compare this with FCCPT, okay? So for Texas, they require reading 22, writing 22, speaking 26, and listening 21. Okay, so if you go to FCCPT, their composite score for reading, writing, and listening is 63, meaning all of those combined score for reading, writing, listening 63. And the speaking for FCCPT, if you are going to apply for type 1 review for immigration, is 26. Okay, so it depends on where you're going to use your TOEFL. Okay, you have to keep that in mind. So the board will not accept scores from the applicant. So they will only accept it from the TOEFL office. It's an office-to-office communication. You have to request for your score to be sent to Texas. If you are applying for a license by exam, we will only accept TOEFL scores sent directly to us by ETS or Educational Testing Service. TOEFL scores are not required for an applicant by endorsement. Okay, so I hope that is clear. So this is what I say, that you have to go to the website of the state and make sure you read all the requirements to make sure whether they require you to take TOEFL before the NPTE. Okay, now we're going to discuss the TOEFL. What is the other use of the TOEFL and why it is very important? Okay, so if you watch my other video before, according to FCCPT, if you took your TDPT degree, for example, let's just say University of Montana, and they are in your country and they are offering TDPT program, okay? So the University of Montana is CAPTE accredited for their entry level for their doctor of physical therapy, okay? So, but there is no school in the U.S. for transitional doctor of physical therapy that is CAPTE accredited, okay? The CAPTE only is concerned for the entry level, meaning the first year until the end year of your physical therapy program. That's the entry level. You took that from the school that is CAPTE accredited, okay? So if you took your TDPT with an entry level that is CAPTE accredited, you can be exempted from TOEFL, okay? But if you took your TDPT in your local school that is not CAPTE accredited, you will not be exempted from TOEFL, okay? So I hope that is clear. So where would you need the TOEFL, okay? So the TOEFL, the test of English as foreign language, is needed for a healthcare worker certificate or the visa screen certificate, okay? So you have to show that you can communicate, you can read, you can write, you can listen, you can speak in English, okay? And the way they test that is through undergoing the TOEFL examination, okay? So it is required for your employer to file you with a working or immigrant visa, okay? So they use this certificate, healthcare worker certificate, from if you undergo the type 1 review for immigration or the visa screen certificate under CGFNS, okay? So that is when you will require TOEFLs. Either you take it, take the test and pass the test, or you underwent the TDPT program through a school that is CAPTE accredited, then you will be exempted from taking the TOEFL. Okay, but you have to pass either the type 1 review for immigration that is through FCCPT or the CGFNS visa screen certificate, okay? So the healthcare worker certificate is the one dictating that you really need TOEFL before any kind of visa will be filed on your behalf, before any employer can petition you with a working or immigrant visa, okay? So TOEFL is not necessarily required by states, by all states, before you can take the NPTE, except for few states. So again, double check that information based on the requirement of the state where you want to apply. So if they did not specify that you must pass TOEFL before you can take the NPTE, then you don't need to worry about the TOEFL yet. But if you are not a U.S. citizen, you are not a U.S. immigrant, okay, then you would need the healthcare worker certificate, and you have to pass that healthcare worker certificate through FCCPT Type 1 review for immigration or visa screen certificate. And one of the requirements in order for you to get that healthcare worker certificate is having passed the TOEFL. Okay, so I don't have any information about CGFNS. You have to email them or call them and ask them if you are a graduate of TDPT program. Are you exempted also, just like FCCPT exempts those who are a graduate of TDPT program from schools, from U.S. schools that are CAPTE accredited, okay? So I hope, guys, that is clear, okay? So you have to, the main point is you have to go to the website of the state you want to apply and look for yourself, see it clearly. Are they requiring me to take TOEFL before I can take the NPTE? I can tell you for sure, New York does not require you to take TOEFL before the NPTE. But later on, you have to take the TOEFL if you are not a TDPT graduate, again, from a CAPTE accredited school, because you will need that healthcare worker certificate, okay? So I hope that is helpful. If you have clarification or if you have any experience with TOEFL, how was it? What made you pass the TOEFL? Useful tips, put the link, the comment down below, and we can help other foreign educated physical therapists. Please do not forget to subscribe because it will really help me reach more foreign educated physical therapists. Also, don't forget to share this video to our fellow foreign educated physical therapists searching for answers on how they're going to be successful in applying here to the US. Okay, like and share this video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Until the next video, stay blessed.